This is the graph of Luna back in April of 2022. It is looking like it is one of the strongest altcoins in the entire crypto market, performing well in the Bitcoin bear market. It has risen immensely from being just $4 back in the summer of last year, all the way up to $116, roughly a 2,000, almost 3,000% gain. It is breaking past its previous all-time high set back in December, and it's looking to continue into price discovery mode. What could possibly go wrong? Whoa-wee! What just happened here? Let's discuss how seemingly Luna can just completely collapse to zero in just a few days. Pretty much over $50 billion just wiped out of the market completely. Lots of wealth destroyed here, creating one of the biggest disasters in the history of crypto. Let's talk about Luna's history and how it got to that point. So to first discuss its downfall, let's talk about what Luna actually is and how it got started. Luna was created in 2019 by Do Kwon as a DeFi token quite similar to Ethereum. Just like other decentralized finance tokens, Luna can perform smart contracts. And just like Ethereum, it can perform many financial services without having to have a medium. The coin does it for you by itself in a decentralized manner. The Luna Foundation also had another token within its company called the Terra USD. Terra USD is an algorithmic stablecoin. There are 4 types of stablecoins: traditional collateral, crypto collateral, algorithmic stablecoins, and commodity-backed stablecoins. Alright, so a traditional collateral stablecoin is something like Tether. And to describe this in a poorly drawn graphic, because I'm terrible at MS Paint, client gives Tether $1. And then Tether mints $1. So they mint every dollar that the client gives them in the treasury. So they mint the Tether and give it to the client. Then, if the client wants to sell Tether, they'll give it back to the Tether treasury. Tether will give them back the dollar, and then the token is burned. That way, they always make sure that the circulating supply is always equal to the market cap, therefore always being able to hold the peg to the dollar. The problem that a lot of crypto people do not like is that it is centralized. It requires actual people, actual humans, to burn/mint the token. Personally, I think this is the best way for stablecoins. I think the other ones aren't as good, and this one is probably the most reliable method for making stablecoins. Algorithmic stablecoins are a lot more complicated and quite confusing, hence the reason why most of them, actually almost all of them, have failed, including Terra USD. So they try to use, rather than backing it by the amount of money that's in the market, they use mathematician algorithms to try to burn and mint Terra automatically by using math and algorithms, not trying to actually back it by the amount of dollars that's in the treasury. They use algorithms and maths to try to keep its peg to the US dollar. The thing that they also do with Terra USD is that the way that they burn and mint Terra is inversely correlated to what they do with Luna supply. So let's say that Terra has gone below its $1 peg. In order to save it, they have to burn some Terra. But when they're burning Terra, so let's just say that we'll just create some coins and we'll create one Luna coin. In order to burn Terra coins, they have to mint Luna coins. So they have to mint Luna coins. And it's the exact opposite when they need to mint Terra USD. Let's just say that Terra USD goes above $1. They have to mint some more Terra USDs. and in return they have to burn Luna. So the demand for the Terra stablecoin also impacts the price of the actual Luna coin, the DeFi token, because they utilize the supply dynamics for Luna inversely correlated with the Terra USD. So when you're buying Luna, you're betting that there is heavy demand for Terra USD. And since there was heavy demand for stablecoins back during the start of the year, that is probably why Luna did so well. Now let's talk about the disaster. One of the major problems with Terra Luna to begin with was that it ran a Ponzi scheme. It's pretty blatant that it was a Ponzi scheme. It was guaranteeing that if you were to stake your Terra and trust that it was going to stay at $1, that you would earn, take this, 20% annual returns a year. Without any risk, no risk, 20% annual returns a year. The point is, when somebody guarantees you 20+% returns a year without any downside risk whatsoever, no downside risk, it's more than likely a Ponzi scheme, and it's more than likely to collapse. But Ponzi's can go on for a while. Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme lasted for decades. What was going to be the straw that broke the camel's back for this stablecoin? It is the beginning of May 2022. The crypto market is selling off. Amidst a tightening cycle with high inflation and declining GDP, money is not flowing around in the markets. The stock market is dropping, and so is the crypto markets and even the bond markets. Everybody is going to cash. Money is tight. Terra USD should be totally fine. Its algorithms work perfectly. Oh, it's depegging. It's dropping to 72 cents. Oh, it's okay. It will recover. Nope, it's not. It's not pegging at all. It's not recovering. It looks like the algorithms have decided to completely fail on the coin, proving that you can't make a stable coin through algorithms, that you actually have to back it by its value. But certainly, Terra is doing everything it can to try to burn and try to help save the UST from depegging. As you can see, it's fully depegged. So what do they have to do to save its UST? Going back to the supply dynamics of the coin relative to its Terra UST or its Luna brethren. So what is happening with Terra is that its supply is absolutely getting overflown, that the algorithms cannot handle it. Everybody's selling off their Terra, people are panic selling, and everybody's cutting their losses. So they have to do whatever it takes to burn the supply. So they got to burn immense amounts of supply that just keeps flowing in, as you can see. And then, even though it creates more supply, they have to do whatever it takes to burn it. But remember, when they have to burn the supply of Terra, they have to mint $1 worth of Luna. So they have to mint Luna tokens, $1 worth of Luna to be able to keep up with the minting or the burning of Terra. But here's the thing, is that the price of Luna, as the supply is increasing, people are starting to also lose faith in Luna. So the value of Luna is shrinking as well. And $1 of Luna is starting to become a lot heavier. Luna dropped from $60 to $30, and now it's dropping all the way to $1. So, and then it's dropping even more. It's just a consistent death spiral that they have to keep printing more and more and more Luna to try to save the peg from the Terra USD. And the amount of supply that they're adding to the markets is exponential. It's insane how much supply they started adding to the markets. Its circulating supply has increased so much because they were trying to save their coin that they were printing 1.5 trillion coins every hour just to try to save its stablecoin. To look at the circulating supply chart, it went from 345 Luna tokens in circulating supply to just about 4 days later to 6.5 trillion coins. So it increased its supply exponentially, which is why it was causing such an exponential decrease. As you can see, if you look at the Luna chart, is there any trading views? Yeah, trading views right here. It was falling by 90%, literally like every hour at one point. As you can see, it was falling by 70%, 70%, 70%. It was just consistently falling by 70, 80%. It was dividing by 10 every hour because of how much supply was being added into the ecosystem as a result of trying to save its stablecoin. So it was just it was probably one of the greatest disasters ever in terms of supply and demand. It was just in full free fall mode. Like, if you look at this, just complete free fall, and it was a complete fundamental failure of the coin, of the entire Luna Foundation in general, and it has also instilled a huge lack of confidence in the crypto markets. Because look at what this coin can do. This was the combined market cap of Terra and Luna was $59 billion, and all that just got evaporated in a matter of days. So what are some learning lessons we can learn from this complete disaster? The aftermath was truly devastating. As I was saying, the combined market cap was over $59 billion at one point between the two coins. $59 billion just completely wiped out. And lots of people were devastated by this, because this was an actual perceivably blue chip coin. A lot of people on crypto Twitter nicknamed the 3 blue chip altcoins as Solunavax. They were talking about like the 3 best altcoins as Solana, Luna, and Avalanche. Obviously, I do not, or actually, not obviously. If you know me at all, you know that I'm not an altcoin investor because I know they are super risky. But what are the stinking, and I also feel absolutely horrible for the investors that actually put a lot of money thinking this was a good project. And I will talk about what we can learn from this to avoid a mistake like investing in something like that again. The truth is that you have to do your research on what you're investing. You can't just throw your money in on something just because it's going up or just because other people say it's good. You actually have to take the time to research exactly what you're investing in, what the company / crypto does, and what its actual functionality is. You can't just throw money into a token just because it's either A, going up, or B, because it's got a funny meme name to it, like Dogecoin. That's not investing. That's called gambling. If you're not doing any research on what you're investing in, you're very likely to get wrecked. The thing about Luna is that if I were to actually research on investing in it, which personally I did not care about Luna at the beginning, so because I'm not an altcoin investor, I can describe what Bitcoin and Ethereum's about, and that's it, because I don't even touch altcoins. But through the research that I did through here, basically the price of Luna was completely dependent on its demand for its algorithmic stablecoin that ran like a Ponzi scheme that guaranteed 20% returns. And once the Ponzi scheme fell, once that stablecoin Ponzi scheme fell, that was backed by nothing, the supply of Luna had to go up, which caused the price to completely plummet to zero. The Ponzi scheme fell. Yeah, that was that. For those who invested in the coin, you will always be able to bounce back. Obviously, learn from the mistake of investing in something like that, and research to avoid that in the future. But you'll always be able to find ways to make money. Suicide is never the answer. I've hearing people saying that they want to kill themselves. It is not. No amount of money's worth that. You should be okay, and you'll be able to bounce back much stronger than ever before. That's all I have to say. Bye.